Well, the governor giving a dire warning just hours before thousands may gather in Las Vegas for New Year's Eve. Thanks for joining us live on TV, Android TV, or wherever you're streaming us right now. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Todd Quinones. In a news conference late today, we asked about the controversial gathering of up to 14,000 people on Fremont Street tomorrow night. So let's get right to 13 Investigates reporter Joe Bartels live now to explain all of this, Joe. And this is a balancing act, to say the least.
Yeah, Todd, Tricia, that's what the governor says. He says really any way you characterize this, whether it be an event, a gathering, a protest, he says it will almost certainly violate the current mandates in place. He says it will likely lead to COVID-19 illnesses and maybe even deaths here. 13 Investigates has learned as many as 14,000 people were expected or are expected to gather on Fremont Street for New Year's Eve in downtown Las Vegas. The Fremont Street Experience is charging what they are calling a security fee of $25 that will allow guests to walk freely under the canopy after a security screening. There will be no live entertainment, no shows, no bands, but the sheer size of the number of people who are expected to pay is well over the 50-person limit on public gatherings. That current state mandate goes until January 15th. The governor is pleading with people to stay home and to avoid any public gatherings on New Year's Eve. We asked about the controversy on Fremont Street.
To organize and promote a gathering with a ticket or a fee as if it's a business as usual, that's just plain irresponsible. The virus doesn't care about these definitions, these loopholes. Call it a gathering, an assembly. The science prevails, and the science says that the more people in a gathering, it's guaranteed that a portion are going to have COVID, either symptomatic or asymptomatic. The larger the group of people, the larger the number that will get sick. Of those, a percentage will end up in our already overwhelmed hospitals. And sadly, a percentage of those will die. That's why we limited low organized gatherings.
The Fremont Street Experience website says they will require everyone to wear masks, and signs, markings, and reminders will be up to remind people to social distance. The governor says that there will be full enforcement of the mandate both by state authorities as well as local entities to crack down on any kind of violations. He also says during the news conference that the recent stimulus bill that was signed into law is simply not enough economic help for Nevada. He also says the vaccine rollout in Nevada is changing, that folks over 75 years of age will now be included in Tier 2, as well as people with pre-existing health conditions. Reporting live, Joe Bartels, 13 Action News.